Hey everyone, welcome to another Star Wars Marvel Monday. And today we're going back to the original well, and we're going to review Star Wars issues 7 through 10. Well, the main characters in these stories are Han Solo and Chewbacca. This story takes place immediately after the conclusion of A New Hope. Chewbacca gets a medal, of course, because he was too tall at the ceremony for Princess Leia to give him a medal. She would have had to have a step stool, but they didn't have one handy, I guess. I don't know. And Han and Chewie decide it's time for them to leave the rebellion. They're going to go off and pay Jabba the money they owe him for dumping his cargo. It's going well for Han Solo and Chewbacca until they're boarded by space pirates that look like Flash Gordon ripoffs. And they lose all their money. All the money Princess Leia and the Alliance gave them is now gone. So, Han Solo and Chewbacca go to Adoob 3. Just a backwater planet that's actually worse than Tatooine and looks remarkably a lot like Tatooine, in fact. And they help a priest out in the town. Then they're approached by some farmers who say that these Sky Raiders are stealing their crops and their young women. Oh boy. So Han Solo gets this backwater team of thugs, and it's like a Wild West showdown, and they fight a giant monster at the end. What did I think of this story? It was really fun. After reading the new Han Solo miniseries that Marvel's doing, well, at least issue 1, this was far superior to that. It was very different. We see a bunch of unique new characters in here. Well, one isn't so unique, but we get all sorts of new characters, including a fan favorite, Jackson the Giant Green Bunny Rabbit. And my favorite, Don Juan Quixote. Yeah. Who claims he's a Jedi. Oh boy. What did I think of this series? Like I said, it's fun. It's a fun story. Is it as good as the original Star Wars? No. But it's not supposed to be. It was really meant for kids, and you can really tell this. There's a giant porcupine. There's a big Godzilla monster, and there's a giant bunny rabbit that eats meat and has a problem if you tell him to go eat vegetables. Seriously, it's hilarious. And of course there's the one kid who's a blonde farm kid, like Luke. And it reminds Han Solo of Luke. I will say there's a weird moment in this story. It's when Han Solo is he's like interviewing this whole team of people, and he's shirtless the whole time. And I'm just like, why? You know? It was just weird. Otherwise it was a good story. We also, in this, I will have to say, we have set up for the next storyline, which involves Luke, R2-D2, and C-3PO trying to find a new base for the rebels, because they know it's a matter of time before Darth Vader destroys everything on Yavin 4. But let's talk about the art. The art switches after issue 7. And I think the art is done a lot better. Chewbacca doesn't look like Sasquatch, he looks more like a Wookiee. And that's a theme through these early issues, is it flip-flops back and forth a bit. But I will say this has some really good art for the time. They didn't get cheapo on the art. Is it as good as the movie stuff? No. That had really incredible art for its time. This is just on par with a lot of the Marvel stuff coming out at the time. Overall, what do I have to give this this storyline? Gets a 3.5 to, I want to say, a 4 out of 5 stars. It's better than average, but like I said, it's meant more for kids as opposed to adults. Is it dumb? Not necessarily. There's just a lot of goofiness that's just meant more for kids. But that's what comics were written for in this time period. We didn't have all the angst and just jerkishness that's in modern comics in these stories. So where can you personally find these issues? You can find them single issues online. They're a little expensive. All of these early Star Wars issues are really expensive now. You can get it in the Long Time Ago Volume 1 Doom World trade, which is a little difficult to get. You can get it in the Dark Horse Omnibus A Long Time Ago, and that'd be in Volume 1. Or, right now, you can get it in the Star Wars The Original Marvel Years Omnibus Volume 1, which is what I read it in. And I recommend this. It's a good buy. You can get this on in-stock. It fluctuates between $68 to $72, as opposed to what it retails at $125. And the same goes for the other three omnibuy that Star Wars has out through Marvel. They're pretty cheap on in-stock. Always recommend buying from in-stock. Plus with these you get free shipping over $50 purchases. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned next week as we go through some more Marvel Star Wars comics. Have a nice day.